Probably what's happening.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one here using it.
So far,
Doesn't make
it's only
sense.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
7 p.m.
I got audio at least.
Guess who's late?
Hey, that's half a start, so.
Yeah, that's all. Half the battle.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, folks?
Well,
Waiting for Mohler to get here.
Keep pooping again?
Probably. Listen, Mohler and his dumps are absolutely epic. I mean, it's a whole new level of. He destroyed my living room the one weekend. Lisa was there. We had everyone over for the wrestling pay-per-views, and forget it. That was the end of it right there. He cleared my living room. This was up at the old place.
it was hysterical.
Oh yeah, it was. Good. There's 3 people in here, 4 people in here. Hey, people are starting to show up on the Facebook Live anyway.
Well, that's good.
5.
Hold on, I gotta get in there.
Yeah, because I need you in the first hour.
Well, I'm trying. We're just messing around with this thing. Sorry, Derek. No offense.
Swan, what's up, Ginger Snap? How you doing, buddy? Welcome to Friday.
All right. Let's see here.
Nadine said she had a problem with the Zoom thing. You probably have to download the you just gotta follow the prompts. But I know you're not exactly
Hey, be nice now.
computer literate.
He's been your best friend for how long?
Probably longer than here. 4 people in here. Hey, Nadine said she had a problem with the Zoom thing. Ah, shit. Is that Jamie? Computer literate. Wait a minute, who is that? Was that you?
Who?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get the.
No, I heard a 4th voice. I could swear I heard Jamie.
The voice from the beyond, maybe.
Yeah.
We have a few of those hanging around. You know that.
Hey, Lisa, message Mohler and ask him why he's late, other than getting a Hummer.
Be nice. Oh my God. You're not 15 anymore. Grow the hell up. You know what? Next time I see you, you're going to get beat the hell. Oh my God. You're not 15 anymore. Grow the hell up.
You're on like a massive delay.
Yeah. Derek's right about the damn bandwidth, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do both at the same time.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute.
Sorry, guys.
What's up?
Yo, what up, brother?
What's up?
So I missed the pregame.
Yeah, I thought I missed the pregame.
No, I'm having problems over here. We got the Zoom thing to work, but I can't get Facebook to work.
Okay.
So that's about it.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
So I guess let's do introductions. And I'm going to unmute myself right there. Hopefully I'm not hearing myself twice over here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday night. Welcome one, welcome all. It's the End Zone with Endy and Mohler. We've got quite a bit tonight. We're going to get into, in the first hour, we're going to make our picks for tomorrow night and for Sunday night. Nadine says she's not computer savvy. So we're going to do that. Lisa and I, in the first hour, we're going to talk we're gonna get into like binge-worthy streaming stuff. And by the way, what's the score of the Flyers game?
0-0. We just started.
Okay. So at some point, I'm gonna kick you out and bring Lisa in.
All right. Woo!
If you want to jump up onto the Zoom box up here. Do you have Zoom on your computer?
Somewhere I do. I used it on my computer before. I had to look it up again.
Yeah, if you want to click on the Zoom thing once we start that, and then our whole virtual audience has me and Derek right now, but that'll grow as the night goes on. Kind of hoping to. My buddy Derek's in here. He's watching from North Carolina.
Y'all come back.
Have you watched AEW Dynamite this week?
No, I didn't see it. I missed it this week. What happened?
So Justin Roberts, when he introduces Kenny Omega, it is gold because he does a North Carolina thing, but he announces it like different than everything else. But instead of saying like, regular North Carolina, he says something about entertaining people. However, he's not from the state of North Carolina. And then introduces him from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, which is where he's originally from. Why is that? Oh, fuck. Okay. Had to put that down. Doing a little bit of rearranging. It looks a little different tonight because I've got the HP cam up here. Let me turn this around and show you those of you that are in here watching. So we have a Zoom audience tonight that is probably going to grow. Trying to get into the live video. Yeah, Lisa, you're only going to be able to get into view for right now. Once I punt Mohler and bring you in, we can get into our thing. So we have the Zoom thing up here, okay? And that's where our actual audience is going to be watching, and they're going to be able to listen to us too through a microphone that I have set up. So it's actually pretty cool. It'll work out. Oh my God, what the hell happened over here? Okay, there we go. It was doing like the green acid thing again.
Yeah, I saw that.
So let me actually, you know what? I'm going to bring Lisa onto down here. Give me 1 second here. Is the guest there?
The guest is here watching hockey right now.
All right, we're going to, and I was going to do a little preview in the pregame, which we never got to. So, I won't say too much. We're going to do that in the second hour tonight. All righty. Oops.
What the fuck?
Hold on. I'm trying to get Lisa on actually over here. Okay. So she can be part of the conversation.
All right, give me a minute here.
1
Oh,
Mississippi.
I finally hear her.
2 Mississippi.
Yeah?
3
You finally
Mississippi.
hear me? Shut up, Mike. You really are looking to get your ass kicked, aren't you?
Define ass kicking.
What? Never mind.
Let's get into the extra point.
Oh,
You still there,
know what?
Lisa?
Did you send me an extra point? Because I did not look at it. I did not do my homework this week. I am sorry. I've been busy.
Now my thing's saying unable to detect a sim. This thing is a big heaping pile of shit. Yeah, it was the bullfrogs fighting each other.
Exactly. I did see that. Okay.
Let's get into that, and I'll post it after the show. You have exactly 60 seconds to dissect the bullfrogs fighting each other. Let's put 60 seconds.
I don't even have 60 seconds because you got two bullfrogs fighting. I thought they were having a mating call at first, to be honest. And then they started attacking each other. or something at one point, but then I guess they were. Who knows what the fuck they were doing? But
Yeah, it was. I think we were gonna fight Lisa. Give me a minute.
But I thought they were having a choir there, a choir section, and then all of a sudden they were getting it on, or getting it on, attacking each other, whatever.
Oh my God, that was hysterical. I mean, it was. I looked at that and I was thinking, wait, is it a mating call? That was my first thought. But then I was, oh, I'm hearing myself coming out of the other speaker over there. But yeah, I think they ended up just started fighting each other. That's honestly kind of what I think it was.
Yeah, well, I was first of all, I was trying to figure out what the fuck they were at first, and then I realized what the fuck they were, because of the angle that the angle the video was shot at. I'm looking to see what the fuck are these things, and I heard running waters. Oh, okay, I got it now. It sounded like running water. I don't know, but I realized what the fuck they were then.
Yeah, there's Lisa. There we go. Hey, oh, we're talking about the frog video.
Frog video? Oh, the bullfrogs?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm having major technical difficulties. I can't get into the live video itself.
All right, that's fine. Just you're not going to be able to get into the live video because Mohler's in there.
Yeah,
so,
he didn't kick me out yet.
So, but if you're having problems, I'm just gonna keep you down. I'll just keep you down here, and I'll keep Mohler on the video.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Unless he's got to go like rub one out or something, then
yeah. I'll keep the seat warm. I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. On tonight's show, we've got the playoff picks. A lot of people are going Saints tomorrow, dude. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Apparently, there's a lot of. I got a Brady stat for you, too, as the night goes on. Did you know that in his 21-year career, he has never had to play Wild Card Weekend? He's never lost Wild Card Weekend.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, it was the first time he's ever played Wild Card. It was Wild Card Weekend on the road. It was the first time he's ever played Wild Card Weekend on the road.
And and the Buccaneers are playing the Saints, right?
Tomorrow, yeah. It's
Yeah.
here tomorrow or Sunday, Derek. Is that tomorrow or Sunday? Do you know?
Did you lose, Derek?
Nah, he's over in the he's in the Zoom virtual lounge. We gotta get a cool name for this.
Yeah, well, I guess that's not happening right now unless we put our heads together.
Sunday, okay. So that game is Sunday. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Lisa, you and I are going to get into streaming in a little bit.
Which we're obviously having problems with.
Yeah, no shit, right? And then we got a special guest for the main event in the second hour.
Okay.
All right.
I'm in the main event finally. Woo!
You're the main event, sir. How does that make you feel?
I've been promoted. That's what it makes me feel like. I've been promoted.
It is 7:20. Welcome one, welcome all. Huh?
We're probably getting going.
Yep. Life, Sonata Arctica. I'm going to put a poll out this week, either this week or next week, because for whatever reason, you don't like the song. And I don't know. You never told me. Why do you not like the song?
are you talking to?
Mohler.
What song? What song are you talking about now?
Our intro, Life by Sonata Arctica.
I never
You
said
said you would like it.
Did I say I didn't like it?
Yeah. You said that like 6 weeks ago. I'd roll the footage, but none of our fucking equipment works.
I don't recognize that I said I didn't like that song. My apologies.
It is all good. But of course, as always, at the top of the show, it is the weekly address. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the man. I give you the man. When ladies say, "Show me your cock," he pulls out a rubber chicken. I give you the man who says, when lady says, "Wrap it," he pulls out a rubber chicken as well.
Are you
For
done?
the weekly address, I give you Mr. Michael the Gobbler Mohler.
Oh, you know what? I still didn't get the costume yet.
Got to work on that.
Yeah, Ron told, yeah, that's right. Ron was on that night, and he told me to get it off Amazon for like $100 and some.
Now, question for you before you begin the weekly address, and I talked to you about this offline, but I know you and I had a brief conversation about the theme of the day, and I mentioned that the theme has turned into themes.
Yes.
I just want to know, is that a problem?
I
If
just
you're going to have a theme, it should be one. Narrow it down to one a day.
oh, hold on. I'm going to let him explain, but I told Lisa I was going to bust. I told Lisa I was going to bust her balls about this because my pocket vibrating from something that is not exciting when I'm loading a plane is not the kind of vibrations I want to be feeling against my leg, dude.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing when you're loading a plane. And if you're having vibration issues when you're loading a plane, that's not my problem.
Roid Rage Rick, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, but just to accommodate your vibration issue, I will narrow it down to one.
No, I'm not saying narrow it down. I just wanted you to explain to the audience how it went from 1 to 4 and your reasoning behind it. It was a pretty good reason, by the way. It's not a bad reason because I asked him about this before the show, and it's really not. So, Mr. Mohler, the floor is yours for the weekly address.
All right, so we'll get into the number of members, as I always start out with the weekly address. And welcome everybody that is in here. I didn't see who was all in here. I just saw Rick was in here, and I saw Derek. But welcome anybody else that I have not seen in here yet. But right now we stand at 455 members. This past week, I think we hit an all-time low of new members in this group, which is okay. I'm not playing a numbers game anymore like I used to. But anyway, we got I think it was like 8 new members this week since last Friday, which is good. You know, anytime we're gaining new members, it's always a plus. Mike wants me to explain my theory behind why theme went to themes, and I thrive on interaction. I thrive on interaction. I've used that word over and over again, but I thrive on interaction. No, I don't get like a hard on off it or whatever, but I like interaction with amongst people. I like, you know, when people are writing their answers down and people are interacting with each other. I think that is good. maybe I am actually kind of maybe overdoing it. I mean, I went from 1 to 4. Maybe I could just do 2, maybe, or whatever. But oh, let me take a timeout. The Flyers are winning 2-0. Anyway, so my reasoning is to get more interaction in the group, doing more than one theme a day. So that's basically my reasoning for doing more themes, is getting more interaction. And honestly, I've done it over the last few days, and it seems to be working. So I don't. As you said, I don't think it's a bad idea. You said it wasn't a bad idea. I didn't think so, but it is getting more interaction though. And I'm sorry that your pants are vibrating. from all the interaction.
Yeah, interaction is good, but it is a lot of content that's coming out at one shot.
Well,
don't run out of things to talk about.
No, we'll go back to old school. You know what? That's not a problem. I for a while there, I was scheduling like days in advance. Now I'm back to doing it on a daily basis. I kind of like put it out there. Like I actually schedule them now, because when the schedule time comes out, I'm sleeping anyway, so I just schedule it and let it come out whatever time I put it for, and and I wake up and I see what's going on. But no, I think we can go back to 1 or 2. I mean, I am finding a lot of things. I am like skipping over a lot of things though, because of things that I think that people are not going to really be interested in. So there's a lot of things I can pick from. It's just a matter of interest. Maybe the ones I think that people are not interested in, maybe I will throw them out there in the coming days and weeks. But I have a lot of content to work from. It's just a matter. I kind of like picking and choosing what I want, what I think people are gonna interact to. So that's my whole reasoning, that it went from like 1 theme to 4 themes in like a matter of days.
Okay.
So,
I get it.
yeah, but we can always I can always scale it back, because there are actually days that I'm trying to kind of like pull out what hair I still have left in my head. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to put out there. So so maybe I better go back to like 1 or 2, and so I don't run out of material. But I'm also getting new material sent to me every day. So so I don't think I'm going to ever run out. So I think I'm good.
All right. Any events coming this weekend?
So tomorrow night we have a doubleheader of music trivia, 7 and 10 p.m. So that's the highlight for events for the weekend tomorrow night. The special guest that is here tonight is probably going to be the special guest with me for music trivia tomorrow.
All right, good deal.
So the only thing I can say is this person's a saint. They have to put that have to be bonded to me 2 nights in a row in front of a computer or phone.
And what did I ask you over the weekend?
What did you ask me? We talk about so much shit. I think my fucking memory's gone sometimes.
Yeah, remember I asked if you drugged her.
Oh yeah, you told me. Oh, you said that today. See
Oh,
that's
that's
short.
today.
That's short-term memories. Damn, I'm losing that. But yeah, no, I did not drug her. Uh, far from that. No, I did not pull teeth. No, I didn't do nothing. I simply was myself and just, out of respect, since, this whole thing is new, and, I don't know exactly where it's gone. Um, I did, I did ask for permission to do music trivia, and she knows I do music trivia. She knows I do Family Feud. She knows I do the other trivia, and she knows I do events in here, quite often. So, but there are going to be times where, now that I'm starting, to develop a relationship, maybe the events are going to probably be spread out a little bit more than what they are. Um, but um, but um, but yeah, this things are going well right now. But we're going to get into that, in the second hour, like you said. But I just figure I touch on it a little bit. But yeah, things are going well right now. But and that's where I'm going to leave it, and and we'll get into more of that in the main event.
All right, good deal.
And
Anything else happening this weekend?
what was that?
Anything else happening this weekend?
Nope. And that concludes my weekly address. So I send it back to you.
All right. Very good. I have over here, hold on a minute. We got to get Lisa back in. I guess she's, want to try and get her back in here anyway.
Is she having problems?
Yeah, her, oh wait, is she back in? Okay, yeah.
Flyers are winning 3-0.
Nice.
And they only played like 13 minutes.
The Google audio, which is distracting.
All right. Mohler, I'm going to punt you off of here for a minute because I want to bring our Zoom guest on camera.
All right.
So don't go anywhere.
All right.
Eric, you want to come in the main chat?
Sure.
Okay, let me. All right, request. Here we go. Bring them on camera. There we go. Did you get the invite? Add. Okay. You seen anything on your end? Oh, let me clear the request. That's the problem. Okay. Add. Okay. It said no answer from live guest. Oh, I think you got to come off over here to go in over there. Well, he ended the Zoom thing because there was only 2 people in it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. All right. Derek, come off of this one, X out of this one, the one with me, you, and Lisa, and then just go into the show one, and I'll bring you in on camera. Okay, there we go. So for those of you who don't know, Derek Gibson, he runs the Pennsylvania EMS News and Weather page. And he had set up the Zoom audience for us tonight that we get a lot of interaction on. But now I can't. All right, Michelle. Good evening. How we doing tonight? Welcome. Okay.
Put Derek back in here.
Yeah, he's back in the regular one. That's fine. Well, Mohler, come back in. You're back in the regular one. in the regular one with me and Lisa. That's fine. I was just telling them, there's audio should be working, dude.
Derek?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
So I was just telling them, you've been running the ES page now for a few years, right? Do you want to talk about how you got into that? What led you to start up the page?
Basically, gosh, probably 5 or 6 years now. I started doing like an alert page for like Lehigh and Northampton County. Probably, I think it's actually been like 10 years or so. It's been a long time. So I had some issues with people on there. So I pretty much gave the page away to some other people. They're still up and running. But I decided to run my own page, just doing basically just kind of like fire and EMS news. So I think it's probably been going on now for, I actually have to look, see if I can find out real quick.
Now, how did you find me?
Well, there was this time we got,
This one time at band camp, there may have been an elbow.
No, I don't even
He's talking to Derek.
with you.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was like, if it was Steve Bauer or not. I don't even remember.
Ryan Thompson was in there. Ryan Thompson, Lisa, you remember this guy, Ryan Thompson. He's not in EMS. So
Sorry.
I think he's on the fire side, but I don't know if he's still with EMS or not. I'm not sure, but yeah, he was. I think he was on one of the alert pages or something like that. I think I might might have had him on the Pennsylvania Fire EMS page. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't, Derek or Ryan Thompson,
okay when it works.
He is. I don't know that. So he had his own page. He ran storm chasing. He ran storm chasing weather for a little bit, and he was looking to get rid of the page. So he had asked me, Lisa, and Arch if we wanted it, and we were going to take it over. But then he came back like a day or two later and said he wanted it back. It just was causing all kinds of problems with us. So that's what happened with that. But yeah, the work.
No, yeah.
Looking back, the Pennsylvania page has been up since 2017. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's really good, the amount of content that's on there. Not just for the fire side, but for the police side as well. It was at one point over 17K, but then the stupid Facebook and Mark's algorithms and, you can't be in this group unless someone asks or what forth. Kind of, because Lisa, Arch, and I took a hit on ours. But yeah, I mean, but Zuckerberg, he's getting too big for his britches.
I fucking beat Zuckerberg.
But yeah, just keep up with the the content is really good. Anyone who watches, check out the Pennsylvania EMS Fire News and Weather. Lots and lots and lots of content daily. Tons of it.
Yeah, actually, I think it was like probably like 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, I had hooked up with a satellite radio company that did like an advertisement for us and stuff like that. I don't even know if it generated anything at all from it, any kind of new members or anything like that. But I think if I even look on here, I might even have the audio clip from it and stuff.
Oh, cool.
That was actually at one point I was trying to think about doing some like radio content for it, like do like the like ZZO and Cat Country and all that stuff, but they want like thousands of dollars. I said just forget it. It's not even worth it doing for a Facebook group. But
Yeah.
I, mean, I don't do any other advertising, so like everybody just kind of like they just come in. I get all these requests like every single day. So
yeah, I've seen.
Try to keep it content too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
No, but word
No,
of
no,
mouth
you're
has
fine.
always,
Yeah.
word of mouth has always been the best advertising. I know when my ex, aka the sperm donor, and I had our auto repair shop here in Lehighton, we didn't do any advertising except for maybe the first couple of months we were open. Everything was all word of mouth. We had all the car dealerships up
Yeah.
here. We had some of the people from the county offices. We had the sheriff's department. We had one of the county commissioners. We had lawyers. So we got a lot of exposure through word of mouth. So it's always, and it's cheap and free.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I've always thought too. There is no kind of bad publicity as well too. There's always good and bad. Bad equals good. Good equals good. It all equals good. Why?
America.
That's why.
Yeah, I gotta do some more stuff on the page and everything like that whenever I get a chance. Now that I'm kind of down from not like doing landscaping stuff now because of the weather, I should probably do like a Facebook Live thing or something like that from it. I haven't really been that active on it and stuff like that lately, but just been kind of preoccupied with some other things. But eventually we'll get on there. Maybe we'll do something like this on the page eventually, like kind of like what we're doing now and stuff like that. Get you on there, Mike, and we'll talk some weather stuff or whatever. And so maybe we'll hook up something like that sometime soon.
Yeah, you know what? We'll plug the business here in the group as well too. Once
Right,
once we get closer to spring.
Yeah.
Definitely keep doing what you're doing with the EMS stuff. Do a good job, sir.
Thank you.
I want to try and get Steve Bauer in here someday because he's running shuttles, I think, over at the airport. And for as much time as we both spend over there, but we've never crossed paths.
No.
I keep telling him, I said, one morning when we get done.
Yeah, I met him one time. I actually know twice, sorry. Met him twice and stuff like that, but that was about it.
So we got to go over to Denny's one morning when I get done. I absolutely love their breakfast over there. It is fantastic.
I haven't had a Denny's breakfast in years.
But hey, thanks for setting up the Zoom thing tonight. You know, you know what?
Well, I think eventually once we get the kinks worked out and stuff like that, I'll figure it all out. Because at one point I only had like 10 minutes left remaining on the meeting. So I don't know. I think you have to pay more for. My wife said you only get like 40 minutes for free.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise you have to pay for it, and it's like expensive, and it's not really good to use to pay for something if we're only going to get a couple people on there. But I think this works out too and stuff, and maybe down the road and stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if the Microsoft Teams would work at all for that. I have not.
Possibly. I mean,
it's something to look into. We use that at work for like I do overnight testing every so often when they ask, and that's what we started using recently because it was much better than what was it? I don't even remember what it was called now. The call meetings that we used to do. But I don't know. I can always ask the girl at work who set it all up.
Yeah, plus you get 40 minutes, you'd lose that with Mohler talking about his themes of the day.
asked.
Is that is that the joke of the day?
Yeah, I figured I think Zoom,
Is that what?
Is that the joke of the day?
maybe
Yes.
we'll try out Zoom and stuff like that. See, it might be a little bit more organized. We get more people on there to interact with and stuff. But yeah, we'll figure out something.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, Mohler, point your camera up a little bit. I'm looking at your chest. Yeah, dude, we got to censor that shit.
Wait a minute. How about that? Are you good?
Much better.
All right. See?
But anyway, dude, if you're gonna do it, at least have solid B's like me.
Oh my God! Stop! Stop! Censor that shit! Censor that shit!
Nightmares.
Derek, thank you very much, brother. Derek Gibson, folks.
Just pulling his shirt up.
Hey, nice to meet you, Derek.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I said, censor that shit.
Mohler, we've offended.
You
All
didn't
right.
offend me. The special
Let's
guest got. Hey, the special guest got a kick out of that dog because I had to tell them what happened.
Okay, mine are sexy. Don't be jealous.
No.
Let's you want to do streaming or do you want to do our picks for the weekend?
Don't matter to me.
Mueller.
Let's do the picks and then you guys do your streaming.
All right.
Because by then I might have to take a dump.
Oh, Jesus Christ. More than his floaters.
Ready.
On the next Geraldo.
Well, you asked.
Sorry.
We're more like Nick Maury.
You asked. So I told you what I wanted, and then I said I had to go take a dump.
Oh, hey, before we get into the picks, and I told you I wanted to talk about this. Urban Meyer to the Jags. It is a done deal.
Yeah,
Jacksonville
You know what else is a
had
done deal?
your ass. What else is a done deal?
The Jets have a new head coach too.
Don't tell me it's Peterson.
No.
Who'd they get?
Or the 49ers defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh.
Nice. I heard he was a
Five-year contract.
and that's a hell of a pick for the Jets.
5-year contract, done deal. He's in. You know what?
Good.
As a 49ers fan, I'm happy for him. He's going to bring a lot of energy. He's going to bring a lot of energy to the Jets. I think he's going to be able to turn them around. I'm looking forward to watching the Jets and seeing what he does with them.
Falcons have named Arthur Smith as their new head coach tonight. Good evening, Kim. How are you?
Hi, Kim. How are you? I'm late, as always.
Which Kim?
Frankenfield.
Hey, Kim.
I'm trying to see what the specifics are for Arthur Smith. Yeah, it doesn't have much in here on that one.
When we started our company,
Whoops.
we wanted better sheets.
I hate these video ads that just randomly show up. Everything's gotta have a fucking ad with it.
Yeah, that's right. It's got to be paid for somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Come on. I want to see what the terms are. Any of you guys know what the term is for Urban Meyer?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't get a chance to look at that. Look that up.
So first my contract.
Okay, here we go. Jags head coach said he learned from experience, not losing, blah, blah, blah. He was diagnosed with esophageal spasms back in, and this is Urban Meyer, back in 2010. Huh?
Back in 2009.
Yeah, but he was finally diagnosed with it in 10.
I think we're reading the same thing.
And then he retired after the Rose Bowl, and he was actually really good over there with Fox. You know, he was on the Saturday morning show, like with the college football and everything like that. Honestly, I was kind of surprised to see this. I was really surprised because I didn't think he was going to go back. Don't mind me, I'm looking for my water. I didn't think he was going to go back into coaching. I thought he was done, you know, because he was at Florida for a while, had the chest thing, then left Ohio State with the chest thing. Yeah, he's a great coach, but I kind of would have him as maybe like a stay away from it. What do you think?
I mean, it's going to probably be good for him, so I guess we'll just have to see. I guess I think that's a surprise pick for the week. I mean, even though you had rumors about it, him going to Jacksonville, but I think that'll be a good move for him. Just have to see what happens.
The Eagles, they had 5. I guess they're only looking at 5 candidates. They have a very short list. One of them being Jason Garrett. Thoughts on that becoming a reality, possibly?
I don't know. Maybe.
If they want to turn out like the Cowboys, then sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, did you see? Here's an interesting little blurb that came out. Kellen Moore, he was actually, his name was at the top of Boise State's search.
Yeah.
And ultimately, he turned that down and he re-signed with Dallas to stay on as their offensive coordinator. This story is breaking that the Eagles have requested to interview Kellen Moore for the head coaching position.
Yeah, I did see that. I think that probably might be a little bit better choice than Garrett.
Much better choice.
Yeah. Unless they want a clapper, then Garrett's all for him. So.
Yeah, I know, right? One of the biggest names that I saw on the Eagles short list was Oklahoma head coach Lincoln Riley. Now, clearly, if they're committed to Jalen Hurts as being the future quarterback, then, yeah, Lincoln Riley's an obvious choice. He was Jalen Hurts' head coach for those couple of years that he went to Oklahoma after transferring out of Alabama. I don't see Lincoln Riley, though, leaving Oklahoma. Thoughts on that?
No, I don't have nothing on that. I'm sorry.
Derek?
I got nothing.
Don't ask me.
I wasn't gonna. I was just gonna skip right over you.
What do I know? I don't, I only know what I know because you guys know.
Lisa, do you want to know what we know?
No.
It doesn't matter what you know.
Shut up. Fine, I'll take my toys and go home. Oh, wait, I am.
Yeah, you already. You did that a couple of months ago.
I know.
The final AP Top 25 is out for the college football season. And at the top of it, obviously, Alabama was the unanimous number 1. Ohio State closed at 2, even though they got blown out. Clemson 3, A&M 4. Then you have Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Georgia, Cincinnati, Iowa State, and Northwestern to conclude the final top 10 of the 2020-2021 season. Some surprising teams that are in there. Indiana finishing as the number 12 ranked team of the year. They've been showing improvement for a couple years. Coastal Carolina right there in the middle. Highest rating ever for a Sun Belt team at number 14. Louisiana at number 15. Liberty 17. And breaking out the bottom would be Ball State 23, San Jose State 24, and Buffalo 25.
There's always two coaching vacancies.
Where at?
The Eagles have one, and then Los Angeles Chargers have a vacancy. So there's only 2 teams in the NFL that have vacancies for coaches. I mean that's kind of good, you know. Usually it's like a laundry list.
You know what though? It started in season this year. That Patricia getting fired. Dan Quinn was fired, and Bill O'Brien was fired, all in season. Hey, Mom, how you doing tonight? All right, let's get into our picks. So we know we got 4 games this weekend. I want to bring up the lines and everything. Listen, so let's talk about last weekend. I am waiting for you, Nimrods, to praise my greatness.
And you will wait till hell freezes over.
I am the only one in here who said Cleveland would win, and Cleveland would win by a lot.
Whatever.
And all I heard was, no, there's no way.
Who said that?
Jamie.
Oh.
And if I recall, all you picked the Steelers as well, too.
Yeah, so.
I'm the only one who picked the Browns.
Big deal.
The Browns won.
What the fuck do you want, a cookie?
I want you to praise me. Praise me for the and on top of that, I am the only one who said Alabama would win by at least 30. Mel says, no wonder why you have no friends.
Enough said. Enough said. How the fuck did we make it 21 years?
No. Hey, remember. The sign. Symbol of greatness. That's because you two became friends before the discovery of fire itself somewhere in there.
You know what? Shut up.
Did you two
We do this all the time.
guys discovered like slate together or something like that?
Such a jerk.
Did you two hid from the dinosaurs together? I don't know. Somehow you beat the meteor, God willing.
No. Anyway.
But anyway, Alabama won. Alabama won by 28, just to get that out there.
All right, Mr. Endy. Good job for picking fucking Alabama 30-plus points, and good job for picking Cleveland Browns, okay? There's your fucking praise. My fucking God, help me.
Falcon.
Are you,
I think, dude,
are you happy now? Are you happy?
Please, you're making me blush.
Wait, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn
Yeah, I
sign
got one
language
of those
here.
too.
I'm trying to learn I'm putting my sign language into effect here. Come on.
Oh, And soon your head will be too big for the interwebs.
Lord, you might want to check that to see if there's any brown stuff on there if you got to take a dump that bad.
Oh, here we go.
Well, my fingertip is brown.
Barkeep.
And I'm your fucking main event for tonight. God help you.
Yeah.
Nope, not even close.
I can't use my excuse. I gotta go get the kid. Damn.
Yeah, it's not 10 o'clock yet, Lisa.
On our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
Shut up.
That's not the one I was.
Are you at least? Are we doing the picks now? Is that what we're doing? Are we going to get into the
Yep.
picks?
Let's start. By the way, Miami Dolphins, their coaching staff will be coaching in the East-West Shrine game. That story
Really?
came out today. Yep. Tomorrow on Fox, 4:35, Rams at Packers. Over under is 45, and Green Bay is a 6-point favorite. Lisa.
I'm thinking. Next.
Go ahead.
Who's next?
Go ahead.
Mueller.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Okay.
I'm not even going to give them those scores this week. I'm just going to pick the teams I want to win. I don't care about the scores, but I think the Packers are going to beat the Rams, though.
That's just because you don't want me to publicly disgrace you again next week. That's why.
Well, that should be a valid reason.
Touche.
Well played, Mohler.
I'm probably playing into his fucking game, but let's go. Let's just go.
Derek.
I'm gonna go with Packers.
Wow, that was quick. Yeah, I like the Packers. I like the Packers, but you know what? I don't think I'm giving the Rams the. I don't think they're going to cover. Rams will take it in Vegas, I think. But I do like the Packers.
I would usually choose the Packers over anybody else. But just for shits and giggles, I'm going to go Rams.
You know what? The Rams looked really good last weekend up in Seattle. They took it. To the defensive line of Seattle.
Okay.
Rams looked really good last week. But let's wait and see what happens going tomorrow at 4:35. Games on Fox. Heavyweight fight tomorrow night. It lived up to it last weekend, and it's gonna again this weekend. The Ravens at the Bills, 8:15 on NBC. Buffalo's only getting 2 points. I'm sorry, the Ravens are getting 2 points. And the over-under is 50.
I'm going to go Bills. Again, just for shits and giggles.
Derek?
Yeah, I'm really loving how the Bills turned out this season compared to the last 50 years.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Bills. So I think they're gonna go all the way. Calling it now. Bills to 0.
Mark that down. Mr. Mueller.
I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens too. You know what? The Titans, they jumped on them really, really early last week. But Lamar Jackson he's going to be the X factor. if the Bills can contain Lamar Jackson, they're going to win. But if the defensive line lets him run loose all over the field, then it's going to be, have to wait and see. Let's go to Sunday, 3:05 on CBS. Cleveland at Kansas City. The over-under is 57 on this, and the Browns are getting no respect at all from Vegas. This is the biggest spread so far in the playoffs. Kansas City is a 10-point favorite. Mr. Gibson, talk to me.
I gotta go with the Browns. I said a few years ago that the Browns would get to the Super Bowl, and this year they've come back from how many seasons they went by winning no games at all to the playoffs and stuff. So if they win next week, I might have to change my pick from the Bills to the Browns.
And you know what? What was it? Week 5 or 6 when they got routed 38-7 by Pittsburgh. Everyone started saying, "Oh no, the same old Browns again." And then what? They lost what? 1 game the rest of the year, I think, or 2 games the rest of the year. Mr. Bueller.
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Lisa.
Oh, it's tough for me because I would be more inclined to go KC than Cleveland.
Is that your final answer?
So your Adam's apple's telling you Cleveland or Kansas City?
Adam's apple, I'm going to smack you.
So you're taking Kansas City?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take KC.
I'm taking Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland straight up, though,
Okay.
without the points. They're going to cover straight. All right, and we got the final game. Bucks Saints, 6:40 on Sunday.
Eek.
Bucks are getting 3. Over-under's 52. Which senior citizen takes it? Old Man Breeze or Old Man Brady? Who do you got, Sonny? Talk to me, Derek.
I've never been a Brady's fan, so it'll make me nothing more than happy to not see Brady go to another Super Bowl.
Love it.
So I'm going to have to go with the Saints on this one.
Saints.
Same here. Same here.
It's
All right.
the Saints.
Oh, and the Saints go marching in. All right, so that action starts tomorrow at 4:30 on Fox. And then we'll reconvene next weekend for our championship picks, at which point you can tell me how great I am. And we'll go from there. Laura's telling me I'm number 1. Lisa's snoring again. Big shock there. Did anyone ever tell you snore like a dude?
Oh my God.
Derek, you have no clue. We used to do this thing called Snore Wars.
There's video.
Whoever fell asleep.
Oh my God.
Spent a lot of time over at their place. Whoever fell asleep was a victim of video shaming. And we did another video of the other person snoring until I got both he and Mel. Remember that one, Mike?
Yep.
But, yeah. Snore Wars. We haven't done that in forever.
All right, let's get into.
I did it at work now.
Oh yeah, you probably could.
I'm falling asleep over there now. Anyway.
Hey Mohler.
Yes, sir.
Do our guest at second intermission?
Yeah, she's in and out of sleeping, but I'll wait. I'll smack her up when we're ready to go.
All right. Sounds like a plan. All right. Let's talk streaming. With with Corona going on, I tell you what, Netflix has put out some good shit this year.
Oh my God.
They are doing fantastic. Have you checked out anything, Derek?
Yeah, there's I think like 3 seasons of a show called Slasher.
Oh, okay.
It's not too bad. I didn't finish watching the 3rd season and stuff like that, but so that's a pretty good series.
What's the premise of it?
It's like a horror movie type thing. I think like in the 2nd season they kind of have like this Zodiac killer that does like kind of like killings from like the Zodiacs and stuff like that. Like I think it was the movie 7 kind of off of that. So it's not too bad. It's pretty decent.
Nadine just said started Alice in Borderland.
Oh, really?
I'm sure that was supposed to be Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Borderland.
Listen, I just did, and Lisa and I have just been looking all over this. Season 3. Have any of you in here seen Cobra Kai?
Nope.
I figured you didn't, Mohler. You're like big around Jeremy internet porn, something like that.
It was your forte.
Nah, my thing's Pornhub. I would never watch any of that disgusting activity.
You're so crap. Your eyes are turning brown.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hated on Cobra Kai, but I thought it was pretty decent. The 3rd season I thought was probably about one of the best seasons. I don't want to do any spoilers or anything like that, but if you haven't watched the last episode of season 3, it's going to be a big, huge cliffhanger. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty decent how they kind of give flashbacks and stuff like that of like the other, like the original Karate Kid movie and stuff like that. So that's pretty decent.
Hey, my sister's watching. What's up, Jen?
My daughter and I watched most of the last season together, and she's not seen even the original Karate Kid. I've only seen the original Karate Kid. And that I had to do after I bought it because I bought the DVD because I actually never saw the whole movie. And without even seeing the other 2, 3 movies, I got the whole premise behind the Cobra Kai and everything else that goes on with it. So, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I didn't start watching Cobra Kai until about the 2nd season. I kind of binge watched everything. Yeah, my youngest daughter started getting into it too and stuff like that, so we were kind of watching it. And I promised her I wouldn't watch season 3 until I was ready to get to work the weekend it came out. Yeah. So she only watched a couple episodes and she didn't seem that much interested in it and stuff like that. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really nice. It's got that like that cheesy action type stuff to it and stuff like that. But I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
And the humor. The humor, the humor is just kind of pulls it all together. Mike and I, we started watching that last year. We saw the 1st season, and then they ran the 2nd season right on top of it almost. But we got to the point where we couldn't wait till the 3rd season.
Yeah.
So
everyone say hi to my sister Jen. She's in here watching from Gilbertsville.
Hi, Jen. Your brother's a pain in the ass.
I'm a what?
Pain in the ass.
PETA.
There's one thing I wish Netflix would do is it would release a new episode each week.
Yes.
I hate when you get so hyped up to see a season and then you end up binge watching it all in one day. Yeah. And I got to wait another year for it.
And you know what? Krista and I did that with season 3 of Cobra Kai. It was fan-freaking-tastic. I couldn't.
7 hours or so.
Listen, that was honestly, I think that was the best season of TV to come out in quite a while, to tell you the truth.
No, it was the first half of season, what, 5? Or is it 6 of Lucifer?
Oh my God, yeah. And you know what? Season 4, when season 4 of that came out, I was like, you and I were both stoked for that one, Lisa.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean,
Now I can't wait to see the last half of this other season, which we're gonna wait till what, May?
the shows that Netflix has picked up, by the way, Nadine says Bates Motel was great. We'll talk.
I'm big into horror myself, personally.
We'll talk about Bates Motel in a second. You know what? Anything that Netflix gets their hands on seems to be really good.
Absolutely.
And I turned to season 3 of Designated Survivor when I say that. Listen, you had the constraints of.
Season 1.
Okay, well, cover your ears in.
Don't worry about it.
You had the constraints of like Disney and ABC and you know what, network TV or what forth, which really, really hurt the first 2 seasons. But Netflix takes over, and you know what? You don't have the constraints, and it's written the way the show, in my opinion, should have been. Designated Survivor season 3 was absolutely fantastic, and it's a shame that it ended.
Queen's Gambit. The Queen's Gambit, I wish there was more of. Thought it was awesome.
Yeah. I read a thing that's saying that like nobody wanted to pick it up or whatever, and because it took like so long to produce, but it like ended up being like the best freaking movie ever. My wife and I, we watched it and stuff like that, and we absolutely loved it.
Yep. Like I said, I'm just sorry to see that there is possibly not going to be any more of it. Most likely not, unless there's another book that comes out, because it is based on a book.
Which movie is that? Or what show?
It's the Queen's Gambit.
Gambit?
It's about the chess players.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Obviously, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
I think it's, what, 10 episodes or something like that?
Yeah, one day, yeah.
Yeah. I highly recommend it to you.
Krista was trying to get me into this thing. What is it? Like Crown or something like that? I think.
Yes, The Crown was The Crown.
She said that was really good.
It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it. I looked forward to it. But some of it seems, well, obviously because of
The Rona?
being based on real character, real people and stuff.
Right.
There's a lot of poetic license, so to speak, with it, I think. But I actually did enjoy it. It gets a little confusing when midway through the, 4 seasons I think they had of it. When midway they change up actors to play the characters as they age. So that gets confusing.
I watched.
We started watching this other show, Bridgerton.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's really into that and stuff like that. So it's not too bad of a show.
I understand there's like some really saucy sex scenes in it.
Oh yeah.
Which a lot of people were not aware of. So they're sitting there watching with their families and playing
Do you think they're gonna put I watched
Towards next season of Stranger Things when that comes out.
Stranger Things. A lot of people got into that.
Hang on one second.
Yeah.
Yeah, phone call.
So let's talk about the sex scenes again.
I don't know.
70s porn music to go with it. That track is called Cramming for College. Jen says Schitt's Creek. I heard that was... A lot of people are getting into that one. That's getting a following.
Yeah.
What's the premise on that one?
Hang on a second here.
We had just watched, Chris and I had just watched one, Spencer Confidential. We watched, and that was really good with Mark Wahlberg and a couple other people. That was a really good.
What was it, Mike? I'm sorry.
Spencer Confidential.
Oh, okay.
I guess Mark Wahlberg was a detective, and he was in jail. And then he got out, and like there's some shit happening in Boston and what forth, and he helps bring down this like big time crime ring or something like that.
So you were asking about Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
So it's a sitcom. It says this is a review. A 94% like this, by the way. In the sitcom Schitt's Creek, a wealthy couple, video store magnate Johnny and his soap opera star wife Laura, suddenly find themselves completely broke, with only one remaining asset, a small town called Schitt's Creek, which the Roses, I'm assuming that's who Johnny and Moira are, bought years earlier as a joke. This once wealthy couple must give up life as they know it, with their two spoiled children in tow and their pampered lives behind them. The Rose family is forced to face their newfound poverty head-on and come together as a family to survive. So, they actually got a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good show. My wife's actually watching it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, my gosh. Daniel Levy, Eugene Levy, Fred Levy, the Levy brothers, I'm assuming, or the Levy family. They're all the executive producers.
I thought Eugene Levy was dead. I love that. He always had the same character in the American Pie movies. Jim's dad. I think so too. And he was in I think he was in just about every single one of them. I'd seen most of them too. I saw Bandcamp, Beta House. The Book of Love was stupid, but it was so fucking funny. There's another one in there too, and then American Reunion was absolutely fantastic. The Good Place, that was on NBC for 4 seasons.
The Good Place?
Yeah, it was Ted Danson, I guess, playing the part of someone like God or the devil or something.
Yeah, I couldn't stand that movie.
Hey, okay, so speaking of movies, I was looking into something real quick. The 4th Karate Kid movie, I need someone to clarify this for me. The one where Miyagi trains the chick. Is that considered canon to the story?
I don't know if I even remember that movie. I don't even remember which last one I even watched.
Because if it is, the 4th movie was called The Next Karate Kid. Because if it is, I'm going to be interested to see if they maybe throw back to that one in season 4. Because pretty well-known actress played the lead. I forget who it is off the top of my head now. It's like right on the tip of my tongue.
Hold on here.
Because she played $1 Million Baby too.
Constance Towers.
Oh, nope. That's
Hilary Swank.
Yes, no, thank you, Hilary Swank.
Yeah. Right, so let's see here. The review for this. Karate Master Mr. Miyagi goes to Boston to attend a military reunion. There he visits with Louisa, the widow of his former commander, and meets her granddaughter, a.k.a. Hilary Swank. character's name was Julie. Julie's parents were recently killed in a car accident, and she is still reeling from the loss. When Julie surprises Miyagi with her knowledge of karate, he takes her to a Buddhist monastery for training and to help her come to terms with her angst. So, in other words, Hillary becomes the early Danny LaRosa.
Mhm.
She's the newest, like the new version, is what it sounds like.
She's the new Dennis.
Why she Julie?
You get flies with chopsticks. Chop chop. Amazon.
I actually bought $1 Million Baby just because I had to see it. I love Hilary Swank.
That was a good movie.
Her stuff.
It's a good movie until she breaks her neck at the end. That was a little bit graphic and gruesome.
Hang on a second here.
Oh wow, you're looking up. Go ahead.
So, yeah, $1 Million Baby came out 10 years after the next Karate Kid.
Uh-huh.
I was just wondering what the timeline was for those two. Yeah, I'm researching, dude, like I always do.
Awesome, Lisa, the fact checker.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, to those of you watching, Lisa is now permanent. But you will.
Permanent thorn in your side.
Well, we could never get rid of her, so she had to stay.
Well, if you would have locked up the studio, dude, she wouldn't have came in and just plopped her big ass down and just started playing with buttons and shit. I mean, my God.
Well, I told you, I'm like a cat. You feed me, I'm yours, you know?
I didn't feed you, though. I tried starving you, throwing you off a cliff a few times. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dropping a barbell on your neck.
Some animals like abuse.
Remember, I'll push you off the train tracks when we walk the catwalk.
Yo, I cannot look down. I cannot look down from up there.
I know.
Absolutely not. Nope.
Yeah, well, when you have a fear of heights like you do.
I am deathly afraid of heights. Here, I work on airplanes.
Airplane.
True.
Yeah, from the ground level.
Exactly. Anything more than a foot off the ground and
Yeah, I know. I've seen you with a ladder.
Shut up. Fucking twat. I started getting in.
I can't take the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I started getting into this show on Amazon Prime. It's called The Wilds. And I guess it's about a group of teenagers who become stranded on an island after their plane crashes. And that's kind of interesting, that one. A lot of, I think, your modern, like 20-year-olds or what forth are really going to go for it. It's got a good story. But just some of it, I think, is a little far-fetched and very unbelievable to an extent. But it's got a pretty good premise behind it. Once you start looking at to the individuality of the characters, then it kind of grows on you a little bit. Then, and the last one we'll touch on 13 Reasons Why or 12 Reasons Why. Fantastic.
One, and I was just reading the reviews.
That's been around for a couple years. I think actually they just did the last season, I think. Actually, speaking of shows that we are waiting to come back.
13 seasons why, or 13 reasons why, not seasons. I'm okay.
Looking for news on this.
Waffle.
Raising Dion.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I'm not the only one. I mentioned it at work, and I got a lot of, that's great, kind of a deal.
Trying to see. Raising Dion will be returning for a second season. It's the first official renewal of 2020. But there's nothing.
Nothing about it.
No release, and I'm assuming that the Rona had something to do with that. But
Like it's killed everything else. Yeah.
production is starting in January 2021. So season 2 will probably come out probably 2022. Production is going to take place from January 19th through May 24th. And it's going to be filmed in Atlanta, going to be set to film in Atlanta, Georgia, at EUE Screens Gems Studios. That is a mouthful. Mohler, you're familiar with mouthfuls. Hey, Jennifer, what's going on?
Let's not get into that.
All right, let's get into the main event.
I gotta wake the main event up, okay? Give me a minute.
We will wait.
She wanted to watch the Flyers, and now she's sleeping on my couch.
Quack, quack, quack. So, a little bit of preview next week while he's getting our special guest for the evening. Next week we're going to talk Uber and Lyft. They have been okay. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay. We're going to talk about Uber and
Wake
Lyft.
yourself up, yeah. You just
One day. Plus a minute.
All right. You have a word.
All right, Derek, you have a good weekend. Thank you for joining us. All right, it's Derek Gibson, ladies and gentlemen. Keep up the good work on the EMS page.
All right, the guest is here.
Good night, Derek. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest. And it is a privilege, honestly, having these two together. Because, God damn it, you two talking to me separately was a pain in the ass. So, Mike went on a date last weekend. And as you know, I've known Mike for about 20, 25 years. Jessica, you and I went to school together, I believe. I've known you. We've known each other, but never really crossed paths, so to speak.
You went to school, yeah?
Yeah, we went to school, but we never really actually crossed paths, but, for what? So you two had a date last weekend.
You putting them on camera, dude?
Fuck yeah, I am.
Well, waiting.
They are on camera.
I don't have them here.
That's because you're in my chat room. You've got to look.
I forgot. Never mind.
Oh my God.
If you fix it, then I could get on. It would be nice.
Actually, here, I will, let me point you to them. So, no, that'll be nice.
Wait a minute. Nice? Your vocabulary? Nah.
Just shut the hell up, woman. Okay, so I will point you to them. There you go.
He's fucking rocking.
So, both of you had the date last weekend.
Bring closer.
Yeah, get her in there so we can see her.
Well, you want me to point it over more? There we go. There. All right, so.
Sit on his lap or, I won't look.
All right.
So, let's hear about it. How did it go?
All right, so I will start. So last week, well, let's get into before last week's date. We obviously, we chatted for a few days. Everything went well with our conversation leading up to our first date. So yes, we did meet up finally last Saturday night. We went to Doc Watson which you referred to as Ryan's.
Ryan's Tavern down in Gilbertsville.
So we went there to now it's Scott Watson Irish Pub. So we started the night there. I got a burger and fries there, and of course, you know, I can't go to any place without having alcohol. So I had to have a beer. So
That's good date music.
So that Jennifer can see your face.
That's Jessica.
I can't hear. Sorry.
don't worry about it. Just listen. Just look at it.
Okay, so continue.
Are you done playing your porn
That's
music?
like, by the way, that track was called Laying Pipe. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So like I said, we started the night off with the date at Scott Watson. We had dinner. I had a burger and fries and a beer. Jessica, she had a salad. I think a chicken salad. Is it chicken salad?
Right. From last time.
Yeah.
He went to date with us.
No.
And
Doc Watson.
so, yeah.
What'd you have? A salad, a chicken salad?
Salad. I
Yeah.
had salad. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a salad.
I think it was chicken salad.
Yeah, she had a chicken salad, which was. I think the next time I would ever go there, their salads look good there. Maybe I might have to get one.
Yeah, their food there was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the service there was good. You know, the food was good. The alcohol was always good. We had a good time there, good conversation. And then, you know, we went on our way. We decided to go to Dave and Buster's after that, down in Plymouth Meeting. We spent probably at least a good 3 hours down there. You know, just like playing random games. You know, and we had a one hell of a time. The whole night went, you know, really well. You know, it was a absolute. You couldn't expect anything more from a first date. You know, that went more perfect than what it did. And now we are here tonight discussing in front of a live audience our first date. So thank you for bringing us onto the show for this.
And you know what? It's nice to, you know, this is one of the better stories, in my opinion, of the pandemic. I mean, you know, it's really good. I mean, the fact that you two were both genuinely, and I know you're both going to kill me for this, but you both were genuinely excited about this. I know I talked to you before the date a little bit Saturday afternoon. You know, you were nervous, had kind of like the butterflies, so to speak, the jitters. I know, Jessica, you had messaged me too, and, you know, we're a little, you know, really excited about it. And just the way that it came out was it was really good to see how it, you know, just to hear that you guys had a good time and that there's going to be a second one. When did you guys schedule a second official date, or are you just going to like chill and like what's in the immediate future for Mike and Jess?
Well, technically we're still on our second date right now. We started our first date. We started the second date. We went to dinner tonight at the Hometown Diner. So
Both right back.
So that's where our second date started tonight at Hometown Diner. You know, the food is always good there. You know, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Don't matter what time of day you go there. The food is just amazing there. When I lived in Easton, I used to always go to the diner, their sister diner, 248 diner. And the you know, the food is, you know, the food is amazing at both locations. So I mean, and you know, things are going really well right now. You know, we're having good conversation. You know, we're spending good quality time, you know, with each other. You know, between last weekend, this weekend. Jess is going to be, you know, like I said earlier, she's gonna be with me tomorrow night with music trivia, and she's smiling.
And what time is it starting?
So she's kind of got to be like my co-host. Although I might try to find. I have to find the cooking channel for her tomorrow. I think she wants to watch the cooking channel. So I think she's looking to cook me my first meal.
No, gotta go big. Actually, hey Jess, go burger and fries for this chump.
He said burger and fries. I think I am more above that. I think I deserve.
You ain't shit.
I think I deserve a steak. Steak.
Lisa, you said I have a big ego? Really?
What is wrong with me asking for a steak?
Everything. Because you ain't shit.
Come on now.
I'm kidding.
No, you know, no, but you know, in all reality, as you know, as I've been posting, you know, the last couple weeks, I mean, the last weekend, you know, leading up to the date, and well, pre-date and post-date, post on Facebook. You know, I just want to thank everyone, which I did. You know, I may not have thanked everybody on an individual basis, but I did set a post out and to thank everybody for the overwhelming support that I got. You know, as you know, and everybody else, most people do know now, Jess is deaf, and I'm in the process. I'm trying to do sign language. We communicate well. I mean, she can talk, obviously. I can understand. You know, most things that she says. There's sometimes I had to ask her, you know, to repeat herself. But overall, you know, her speaking ability is very well. You know, it's good. But you know, I've always had the urge to learn sign language. It was never a priority, but it was always on the back burner as far as me wanting to learn it. I mean, now there's, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say there's a total sense of urgency for it, but there is an urgency for me now to bring sign language from my back burner and to the front burner, and try and get the knowledge of that, and and learn as much as I can with that, so that we can communicate, by voice and by, sign language. I think it's gonna, I think things are gonna, and Jess, she's a really good person. She really has a good heart. And she is going to work with me on the sign language. I mean, I've been looking up things myself online as far as sign language. But I think this is good. It's a different experience. It's a different experience for me. It's never anything. It's it's going to be a different outlook for me, a different experience. But I think things are going to be really good with this. I mean, there's going to be times where it don't matter. I mean, any relationship you're in, there's always going to be issues. There's always going to be challenges, and that in fact is always determines the strong relationships versus the weaker relationships, because it all comes down to communication. There's a lot of things involved in a relationship, and I'm coming back into a relationship after being on the sidelines for over a year. But I am I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. I'm feeling very good about it. Jess is feeling very good about it. And we're just taking day by day, and we talk to each other, via text every day, so and things are getting better every day. But getting back to, like I said, I'm glad for all the support for this. I really wasn't sure how people were going to take it. Not that people were going to be nasty to me about it or anything like that. But I was just literally, I was overwhelmed, very overwhelmed with emotion. With the overwhelming support. I've never had so many comments, so many likes, so many hearts, reactions in any one post. But like I said, I thank each and every one of you on Facebook, and for that. It means a lot to me. It definitely means a lot for Jess. I mean, I've looked at her post too. She's also getting the support, with her friends and whatever. So I think things are going to be really good. I'm feeling very good, very positive. We're not going to get into, the fact of, is she going to be the one or anything like that. It's just going to be,
just have, just live
day
life.
by day, and and building the relationship, and and go from there. So if you have any other questions, we'll be glad to answer them for you. Or should I say, if the audience also has any questions, please post them in the comment section. Because as you know, Jess, is not going to hear you. So please feel free to ask any questions.
I've spoken with you privately about this. And this is almost where I kind of feel bad, and I know you had given me your stance on this. I feel bad about the fact that, it's like almost not being able to communicate regularly to an extent. The fact that I don't know signing, definitely is something I'm going to take up. I mean, without a doubt, it's something I should have taken up long ago. But it's one of the, at the same time, I feel bad because I'm just worried about that barrier. You had said that, and you told me in private, that I may be overthinking that. Jess, what do you think? Be honest.
I don't know. Can you see what he's saying? She doesn't understand what you're saying, Mike. You might have to type it out for her or something.
Yeah.
Show up on there.
She,
I would understand.
if you were standing like in front of her right now, she would understand you what you're saying. She can read lips, but she's not good
Right.
on the camera. She can't understand. She can't look at your lips on the camera and determine what you're saying. So that's why I said if anybody has any questions or comments, I know this is kind of like a different way to do things. It is a challenging thing. It's something different for me. Something I'm willing to accept. Something that I'm going to work with every day. To be able to communicate with Jess better. So it like I said, every relationship is going to have a challenge, no matter, whether you're dating a blind person, whether you're dating a deaf person, whether you're in a normal relationship, any relationship is going to have their, issues, challenges, and quite frankly, I'm ready for this challenge. I'm ready to learn sign language. I'm ready to, move on to the next chapter of my life. And that's, what I want to do.
Jessica, Mike said you wore the leather pants last week. You got to tell her that.
Yeah, what do you say?
Yeah, it was good.
She understood you. She understood you. She literally actually smiled when you said that.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
She said, yeah, she shook her head. Yeah, I understood what he said.
This is honestly, seeing you two sitting there next to each other, this is awesome. And definitely, we all hope that this works out. And just we'd love to see where this is going to go.
Well, like I said, this is this is being on the show tonight and bringing Jess onto the show. It was not her cup of tea. And I said, you'll be fine with it. I can remember, when I did my first live, even by myself, it is nerve-wracking to be on camera. I think there was a time when I first started doing my lives that I, felt like I kind of maybe worried about what people thought. But I've been doing, I've been doing so many lives now, like with the show, with me being on the road, with me interacting with the group in here, with the different games that I bring up and do with the group. So I kind of am past the point now. I'm that most people in here know who I am. Most people know, I'm a good person, good heart, and, and like I said, I thank each and every one of you. And whether you're in this group or whether you're outside of this group and just a Facebook friend of mine, I just can't get over the fact that the overwhelming support for this whole thing. And like I said, I'm ready for the whole next chapter of my life. Side language, I don't know how quickly I'm going to pick it up. Everybody learns at a different pace. But the fact that I, want to learn it, is a big plus. In Jessica's book, she's excited for me, wanting to learn it. And our communication is not always going to be perfect, but we do the best we can right now. And once I start, getting the sign language together, being able to, get that down, and maybe it will be like less vocal and more hands. So, but I'm excited to see where this goes. Also, Jess is excited to see where this goes. Also, and we are making headway. We are 2 dates in, and things are are really good right now. So, like I said, we're taking day by day and go from there.
That's all you can do.
So, I mean, but I'm glad that everybody, has supported us on her side as far as friends and on my side as far as Facebook, and and we'll just have to see what happens. I'm always, if you're my Facebook friend, I'm on a kick of positive posts lately. You thought my themes were bad. Now, I'm like posting daily positive quotes on there.
And that's a good thing, the positive quotes. I'm kind of digging those.
So, so I'm doing themes. So I'm doing themes in here, and on my personal profile, I'm doing the positive stuff. So, and I think there was a member in this group today that really gave me a really nice compliment. I never met this person face to face or don't know much about them, but just the fact that there are people out there that don't even really know you, but they can kind of get a sense of you, how you are by posting stuff or seeing how you interact on a live or whatever. But I did thank this individual for the kind comments. So like I said, it's really good right now. So it's the positivity of everybody, what I'm going to be putting myself into. And like I said, I'm up for the challenge. I'm looking forward to doing this. And just have to see how it goes. I mean, the thing I have to do is, like with anything, is I have to be patient. I have to take my time, and I have to focus. And that's the only way I'm going to get through this sign language stuff.
She's still sitting there next to you?
Yeah, she's kind of like laying back. You want her up? There she is.
Yeah. Hey, please come back on again sometime soon. We'd love to have you back on the show. Definitely come back and see us.
Yeah.
She got you.
All right.
But yeah, but thank you for giving us the time for, thank you for exploiting us for to get out our first date, our second date. But we're excited, to see where everything goes. And I think, and that's all, like I said, day by day, and that's it. I mean, I can't really say much more.
And we're all excited, and I love being a part of this. This is it's great to see where this is going, and I have never seen you or heard you so nervous before a date as you were last weekend. And dude, I was in your first wedding, and I've heard you talk about going on dates and everything like that, but there was definitely something different about this one. And, same with Jessica. She messaged me Friday night too, and said that, she was really nervous and what forth. And I said, be yourself, wear the pants. But no, in all seriousness, be yourself, and, take it one step at a time.
Well, you know what? We're like you said, there was something different about this. I don't know if it was the fact that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to maybe communicate with her. Because like I said, I mean, we obviously, this is not a normal relationship. We can't just pick up the phone and talk to each other on the phone, because as you know, she is deaf, and this is where all the challenges are going to come in. So we text each other every day. We have good conversation with that. I will not lie. I was I was concerned with last week, as far as how the date was going to go. If I was going to be able to communicate with her. But as the date started, I picked her up at her house. We had conversation, on the way to dinner. So I mean, so the conversation, from her house to dinner was good. The thing with me is, I have to really concentrate on what she's actually saying to me. I mean, for most deaf people, she does speak very well. So like I said earlier, for those that might be still joining us, in and out, so I lost my train of thought. Excuse me. No, I just think we're gonna, the communication thing, I think was the thing that really worried me going into the first date. So and now that we are past that, the butterflies are gone now. The nervousness is gone. So now we just go from this point, and work on building the relationship and seeing where it goes.
You were sweating on my kitchen floor, and you weren't even at my place through Messenger.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, this is a whole different experience for me. This is something I've never ever had to experience in a relationship. It's definitely going to be challenging. I'm not going to lie. It's thank God I do have patience. I've learned patience over the years. And as most of you know, I am a truck driver, so I definitely, I definitely have to learn patience, with all the fucking idiots on the fucking road day in and day out.
The truth.
So my career as a truck driver, I have to be patient. This is another that's a challenge in itself. With my career being in a big vehicle, just dealing with just stupidity day in and day out. But this challenge here is something that it's going to be different. This relationship is going to be different from most, and and I'm just glad that that we got together, we got the ball rolling. I'm ready for it. I just I'm very thankful that we got this together, and we're just going to work on building this relationship from ground up, and day by day. I mean, like I said, I am just like I'm still overwhelmed by all the Facebook comments and stuff. I'm still like wowed. I'm just like, I mean, I knew I didn't know what kind of comments I was going to get. But not that I was expecting anything nasty, but I wasn't. I guess the point is that I wasn't expecting that many.
Right.
So, but so like I said, I again, I just keep thanking everybody, but I know I don't have to keep doing that, but I'm ready for this part of my challenge. It's definitely going to be different. So yeah, it's not going to be a normal relationship like I've been in the past. So it's going to take a lot of patience, a lot of focus. It's going to take a lot of things, a lot of effort. But I'm ready for it.
The big difference is this one doesn't have an Adam's apple.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. We love you, Angel. I'm kidding.
Now, you know what? Jess does know a little bit about Angel. I mean, not that I told her in detail about Angel. I mean, I said, I always talk about, past relationships sometimes, and because sometimes it gets brought up, sometimes it don't. But Angel and I, like I said on this show before, Angel and I, we did not leave on bad terms. We don't hate each other.
That was a joke. One thing I do want to mention, that's been kind of an inside joke that I had with you for 25 years, the whole Adam's apple thing. I was even saying that when we were working together at Cumberland Farms before the hate mail starts coming my direction.
But no, I thank you for letting us have this time to talk about what has been going on for the last couple of weeks between me and Jeff. You are definitely going to see a lot more of us.
Cool.
hopefully, Jess will be, not so much camera shy. And maybe, get her on the show more. Obviously, it's going to be a different aspect when we have her on the show because, of the deaf thing. But I think it would be good to have her on here, every so often or whatever.
Oh yeah, definitely.
She can, she can definitely interact, in other ways, with the audience. The
Yeah.
audience is just, the audience ever has questions for her, like I said, they just present the comments in the comment section, and she'll respond to them, and this is just, it's just the way we have to do things, on here, when she's on here. But I mean, it's all good though. This is all good. I'm excited.
That's good. Let's give you guys a hand. Applaud yourselves as well too. Let's talk about next week.
Got here.
We'll get ready to wrap this up for tonight. Let's talk about next week. You and I are going to talk Uber and Lyft next week, sir.
Uber and Lyft. And what
Yeah.
are we going to talk about in general?
So drivers have been angry. And this is the whole tipping into pay wage thing is becoming a huge hot topic again. So you and I, we're in next week's main event. We're going to talk about our experiences doing Uber and Lyft together for the last couple of years.
We had some good times doing the Uber and Lyft. I mean, obviously, I don't do it really much. I really don't. I kind of like faded the whole thing out. Ever since ever since going to night shift with truck driving. Truck. That was a whole different thing. With me going to nights and trying to adjust the nights and stuff. Truck driving in general is one thing, but but when you have to kind of change your whole routine and schedule and everything, that's another whole different ballgame. And you know what? There's just days that it's just tiring. And it's funny, I don't mean to put Jess on the spot, but she's she has told me, several times, like a couple of times this week, what are you doing up so early? You need to sleep so you can drive your truck. So I mean, so the caringness, already has started, that she's looking out for my best interest. She knows what I do for a living. She knows that it takes a lot out of me, and that's a good sign right there.
Well, it also has to do with the fact that we don't want you to become a stain on the highway either. I mean,
you know what? I've seen a lot of shit in my 8 years truck driving, and every time I pass, a bad accident, a tractor trailer, straight truck, whatever, any kind of, any accident that involves a fellow CDL driver, it's just heartbroken to see. I will tell a quick story that that really made me shit my pants one time. And this happened a couple years ago. I was on 33, and I was coming down this hill here on 33. I think it was coming from I-80 or something. I think there's a little, but anyway, I was coming down 33, and I think I kind of it was a nice funny day. I think I hit some kind of slick spot, or I don't know what happened, but I felt like the truck was leaning to the passenger side, and by I just felt like I was on riding on two wheels for very briefly, because I felt myself off the air, off the ground, and I thought the truck was going to definitely flip and go into the grass area. But all of a sudden, it kind of was like, and it was really leaning. But all of a sudden, I think God, and I'm not a real religious person, but I do believe in God. I do believe God that day was looking over me, and he brought that truck back and put me back on four wheels. But I really thought I was gonna lose it that day, and being a bad accident. But I think the good Lord above was looking over me that day.
Have you ever been in a truck accident?
I've been in fender benders, but I've never been in like a major accident. And like I said, it's one of the biggest challenges in my truck driving career is, have you ever taken a fucking truck down fucking New York City?
Nope.
Where there's parking on both sides, and your truck is this big, and you're trying to you got to kind of like take up like both lanes or something. And if you've ever been in New York City, obviously everybody's been in New York City. You got to deal with the fucking taxis. You got to deal with the people walking. It's just like madness and craziness. But one of my incidents did happen up in New York. I kind of did sideswipe a car, but shit happens, we're not perfect. So I mean, but I've had I've had a couple fender benders. One, which I just explained, which was my fault. Which I considered my fault, but I didn't get cited for it or anything. But there was another incident where I had another fender bender incident. But overall, I consider myself a safe driver. It's just truck driving is just not easy. It's just you got so much to work and look out for. But
Yeah,
that's just another challenge in my life right now that I deal with on a daily basis. But my new challenge I'm looking forward to. So again, like I'm excited for this.
So we'll talk about the Uber Lyft stuff next week. Inauguration Day is Wednesday, so we'll just keep an eye on that one.
I heard. You know what? Let me touch on that for a second. Did you hear that a lot of these capitals they're requesting that these workers work from home? Okay, that's what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah,
I think that was a good. I think that's a good idea, because you don't want innocent people to get hurt if there's anything that's going to happen.
two horrific stories that I heard. And this was on the news today, and I think I talked to you about the one when I heard it at noon, was that there was a plan that was actually discovered to capture and execute last week, which is absolutely horrific. What doesn't help is that another report has come out is that there were possibly people within legislation who knew about this.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is it. How can you sleep at night? I mean, how?
There's a lot of shady. There's a lot of shadiness. I think some of the police were involved. If I didn't hear that right, if I heard that right, that some of the police kind of were in on it too.
They think they were.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's actually been proven yet, but a lot.
But I thought that, yeah, I thought I heard something along that line that maybe, possibly, some of the fleets might have been involved in it.
Yeah, we'll have to, we'll
I
get her
think
thoughts next week.
I think there's a lot of shadiness going on leading up to inauguration. I think there's something bad's gonna happen.
I think so too. Let me see if I can get her on Messenger through the computer here. Without losing the show, you know.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do that.
Give it a shot here.
Did he have a hat trick?
He did a hat trick.
Hat trick, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's winning?
Flyers are winning 4-2. They just scored again.
Nice. They got SmackDown on back here for
They just had a hat trick. They're throwing the hats. Hat trick.
Oh my God.
Oh. Something I want to do. I want to do this one. Turn on the volume here. Como esto, por favor. Who's your daddy?
There goes the hat.
Wow. He caught it. He caught it really good.
See, I'm trying to call her.
I hear it in the background.
We're trying to call each other, but
Someone's fucking snoring.
this is what's okay. Hello?
No. Oh, sorry.
Hello? Hello? All the time. It'll just be one moment. And she's not answering. Are you for fucking real?
Who are you trying to call?
Trying to get Lisa back on. Hello?
Oh, hang on. Oh,
Yeah.
it works better if I call you. I don't know why.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, let me do that.
You're going to call me?
Yep.
All right. Hang up this one.
You're having technical difficulty.
It's ridiculous the way this works. It's an effing joke. Facebook is so bad. But so we'll get into the Uber Lyft stuff next week. We'll give our picks of who's going to go to the Super Bowl. And we'll probably throw a little bit of additional tidbits in there at some point.
Are you adding an extra hour next week?
I'm gonna try. I want to see if she's going to join us.
I know you're beating it around. I didn't know if anything was confirmed with it or not.
I'm gonna try, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, this technical crap is annoying. So let's wrap it up for the evening. And
We'll bring the guests back in.
Yeah.
Jess says bye, but she's like, oh, there she is.
There she is. Yep, please join us again, Jessica, okay?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. I'm glad this worked out for you guys. You both have a great weekend. I will join you for trivia probably. What time are you starting at tomorrow night?
7 o'clock.
All right.
7 and 10. So probably going to do probably an hour each. And I don't know. Like I told you earlier in the week, I did beat Zuckerberg's fucking horse shit with the violation of music. Warner Enterprises accepted my claim, because I had to submit a claim. So they accepted my claim as far as what I was using the music for. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow.
Do you know how many times they probably have, how many claims they have for trivia online and whatnot?
Oh, I'm sure they got a lot.
Easily.
I mean, you think after all the maybe all the disputes and everything, music in any bad way. And like I said, Warner Enterprises, Facebook always has to notify you of those kind of things. And I got the notification that from Facebook that Warner Enterprises, accepted my claim for what I was using the music for.
Yeah.
So we're just going to see what happens tomorrow when I do. Like I said, we're doing a double header tomorrow. So we'll see how many times I get kicked off tomorrow.
Is it going to be from 7 to 10 again?
Yeah, well, it's going to be. I might just do an hour for the first show and maybe an hour for the second one. I might actually bring the late show to 9 o'clock, maybe do the first show from 7 to 8 and then take an hour break and do 9 to 10 for the second show.
Okay.
So we'll see how many times Facebook wants to fuck with me tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. We should actually put a legit over/under bet on that.
Yeah, let's I'm in. Let's do that.
Let's see if Lisa has any final thoughts.
I'm going to say I'm going to get kicked off 3 times in the 2 shows.
I can believe that. It'll all be
That's my number, 3.
it'll be for the same thing.
So yeah, I'm gonna say at least 3 times tomorrow. I'll be kicked off. And like I tell the audience, if I get kicked off, I'd be back on.
Be back on right away.
Right away. Because Facebook is not fucking with me with what I'm trying to do, or they shouldn't be fucking with anybody that's trying to do. I mean, I know the dive bar has issues with it. I don't know of any other groups that are doing it, but I'm sure they're having problems with it too.
It legit, no one is trying to make money off of it. That's the thing. You know, it's shit to do during the pandemic. I mean,
well, you know, I don't know. Facebook is stupid anymore.
pretty much.
I mean,
Tom in MySpace.
they have nothing better to do anymore, so they gotta fucking fuck with people. So, all right, well, you all have a nice weekend, and I will see you all tomorrow night for music trivia.
Yes, everyone have a good week. We'll be back here Friday, 7 o'clock next week.
Bye.
Guys, have a great weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, later.
Later.